Tonight in the city that never sleeps, it's Feast or Fired. 12 wrestlers competing for the opportunity of a lifetime, all while risking their careers. 4 briefcases suspended high above the ring. 3 future title opportunities, 1 pink slip. It's Impact Wrestling's version of the Hunger Games, and it happens tonight on Friday Night Impact.
Diabolical event. The difference between the ultimate prize and utter despair is making the right choice. 4 briefcases with 4 different paths. 1, an X Division title shot. 2, a World Tag Team title shot. 3, the biggest prize in Impact Wrestling, a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And 4, a pink slip. You are fired from Impact Wrestling immediately. Be careful what you wish for, because you never know what lies inside. It's Feast or Fired.
Whose career will springboard to a future title match? Whose career ends tonight?
Introducing your next entrant, Gunner!
And while the ring is filled with wrestlers, Gunner knows what it takes to win Feast or Fired, and knows that friendships are thrown out the window in this contest. That was evident when Gunner went home with the briefcase last year.
The next entrant, Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, the Wolves.
Let the hunt begin.
Interesting scenario here for Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. Taz, can't wait to get your opinion on what the Wolves will do here. Will they work as a cohesive unit or try to get individual briefcases?
Introducing next, Bram and Magnus.
Magnus is a former TNA World Champion, the first ever English-born World Champion. Bram, his good friend and a beast. If they work together here, they may be unstoppable in Feast or Fire.
The next participant, Austin Aries.
Austin Aries has experience in Feast or Fired. Aries has also held every championship on Impact Wrestling and lost the X Division title last week in controversial fashion thanks to the BDC, the Beatdown Clan.
And here we go. You hit a ding, 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 and now it's just either an opportunity to get something great, like an opportunity at a championship, or an opportunity to be fired. And you see Bram, ever the opportunities.
Yeah, the objective in Feast or Fire is to climb the turnbuckles, secure one of the briefcases. Once you take it off the hook, that briefcase then belongs to you. The issue being here is Robbie now. Going after a briefcase early. Crazy Steve in hot pursuit. One of the briefcases has a pink slip. We don't know which one, but one of these 12 wrestlers will be fired by the end of the night. So Taz, all of these guys volunteered for this matchup. Would you in your career volunteer for Feast or Fire?
It depends where I was on the pecking order, as far as rankings go. Well, that's a little distraction here for Crazy Steve with the lovely Velvet Sky. If I was a guy, if I was a guy like Crazy Steve, for example, who's not really high as far as opportunity at any championships right now, you've got to take a shot at this. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I think it does.
So the reward outweighs the risk.
Yes.
Velvet Sky gonna assist Robbie E here.
Velvet.
And Robbie E is the recipient, the winner of the first briefcase here in Feast or Fire.
That's big right there. Robbie E, he's got the lovely Velvet Sky. She's the one who actually got the briefcase, but Robbie has possession, so that's big. Maybe it's something good in that case for Robbie.
It would certainly be disappointing to the bromance should that briefcase say you're fired. We'll find out a little bit later what's inside Robbie E's briefcase. Can Rockstar Spud secure the second briefcase in this matchup?
Well, look at this.
Shot there by Jesse Goddard.
Yeah, Jesse kind of told him, guys, go grab it, go grab it. Jesse's just a tremendous athlete. Obviously, a tremendous condition always. Giving up a lot of size right now is Spud.
Interesting note, no one has ever successfully cashed in the briefcase containing a World Heavyweight Championship match. I don't think Spud's tall enough, Taz.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're not tall enough. I mean, it's unfair. Why are they getting a loaded thing for the kid? Come on. Oh!
Big shot there by Jesse Goddard. Jesse perhaps realizing that Spud wasn't going to be able to secure the briefcase.
You see Jesse just toying with Spud, but Spud's got that bad temper. Can't take him too lightly. And the Wolves, you got two teams in Bram, along with Magnus and the Wolves, but it's every man for themselves here.
DJ Z to the outside. Eddie Edwards, Davian Richards will join him. And here comes Magnus. Magnus would love to get the briefcase, perhaps for a future World Heavyweight Championship match. And, well, Bram and Magnus not on the same page. I think Spud's in the ring all by himself.
Opportunities there, buddy. Go get yourself some. Which one do you pick? You don't even know what's inside of these cases. You got to unhook it. You got to possess it like a fumble, right? Like a live football. Oh! But, again, which turnbuckle do you go to? It doesn't matter now. It's a moot point because Sam Shaw shut down Spud.
We are down to just 3 briefcases. Robbie E. secured the first one.
Big Beal right there. See that? He's hooking the man in his armpit. That's the difference from a Beal and a hip toss. For those that didn't know. And again, now Samuel Shaw, he sees opportunity. Or negative opportunity.
And here comes Gunner.
Oh my God.
Austin Aries, we haven't called his name yet. And Aries sent flying to the outside.
Just so there's no confusion, if you get thrown over the top, you're not eliminated. It's not a battle royal.
And Rockstar Spud off the back of Samuel Shaw, and Rockstar Spud has secured the second briefcase in Feast or Fire.
Well, hopefully he's smiling and laughing and exuberant when he opens that thing up.
But again, Taz, to what you were talking about earlier, all of these wrestlers volunteered to compete here in Feast or Fire, knowing what they're putting on the line, their careers, but knowing what they could win, a future championship match.
Oh, look at here, like someone like DJZ who almost grabbed one of those briefcases. He's not high enough, as far as rankings and whatnot. He's not in the thick of things, so it's a great opportunity for someone like him, maybe. A little inspiration for Jesse from the lovely Angelina Love.
Jesse taking a little bit of a break here. Wolves!
Great round kick right there, good double team stuff. But Davey with the round kick, now the Wolves. Again, every man for himself, but you know what? Is it? Because there's
2 briefcases left. Should the Wolves have gone for those?
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, considering, Taz, that one of the briefcases holds a tag team championship match. That the Wolves would love to have, considering they lost a #1 contenders tag team match just last week to the Hardys.
That's a great point, I agree. A double now sees an opportunity here to take everybody out. Or not.
Smart move by Aries.
He's got it, he has secured the briefcase. Look at this.
And now Aries takes out everybody, gets his briefcase, and Austin Aries will wait and see. We have a World Championship match, an X Division Championship match, a tag team title match, or will Aries be fired by the end of Impact?
That could happen.
And just 1 briefcase left. Suspended high above the ring. Which one of these athletes will climb to the top rope, secure it, and leave with either a championship match or a pink slip?
Nice reversal by Bram on Gunner. Ooh. Look at the intensity, Mr. Intensity. Gunner with a flying clothesline, leveling Bram, and now look at good opportunity here to get up those ropes.
And Gunner now trying to seize the opportunity.
It's like Russian roulette, dude. You know what I mean? That's kind of the best way to put this. Except with Russian roulette, there's no payoff. At least with this, there's a payoff at a world title shot of some sorts.
And we'll see here if Bram can secure the final briefcase and Feast or Fire. And then later tonight, find out his fate.
How close was Brand? Fingertip away, but Gunner able to stop the ever-rugged Brand. This is a dangerous spot here they got going on. I don't know what's going to happen here.
A precarious situation for both Gunner and Brand. Oh, here comes Magnus. Former world heavyweight champion.
Look at this.
Right?
Look at this. Oh! Powerbomb which turned into from Gunner, a fallaway slam on Brand. The powerbomb victim was Gunner thanks to Magnus.
And now Magnus is in a great position here to get the fourth and final briefcase. Magnus has it.
Well, we're going to find out. Like I said, we're going to find out later tonight what's inside these cases. You know, what lies in the fate of that man, Magnus? Will he be fired? Will he have a title shot? Or Robbie E, or Rockstar Spud, Austin Aries.
And you saw Brand just mouth the words, "That was mine," to his longtime friend Magnus. Nonetheless, Robbie E was the first one to grab a briefcase. Rockstar Spud grabbed the second one. Austin Aries at number 3. And then finally Magnus takes home the fourth and final briefcase.
It's crazy, man, and we talked about it throughout this match. Great way to kick off Friday Night Impact right here. A lot of risk, lots of reward. We'll see by the end of the night.
Hey, Lashley, Chip, what are you going to do about MVP taking your title?
Going to the ring, get my damn title back.
And we are back on Friday Night Impact. Moments ago, a thrilling conclusion to Feast or Fired. All 4 briefcases have been collected. Congratulations to Robbie E, Rockstar Spud, Austin Aries, and Magnus. Condolences, though, to one of those gentlemen.
Who knows? Who knows who the victim will be? Someone's getting fired tonight on Friday Night Impact.
And one of the recipients of a briefcase is standing by backstage.
Magnus, you won yourself a Feast or Fired case. What are your thoughts on that?
Thoughts are that I'm feeling pretty good about lucky number 3. High pressure situation, and no one knows how to deal with high pressure situations.
Hey! What the hell? You screwed me! That briefcase is mine! You answer business for yourself!
Get out of my face, Bram. Excuse you, but it's every man for himself. And while we're talking about going into business, I went to business for you by getting you a job in this company. So why don't you grow up and deal with it?
Grow up, yeah?
Deal with it.
Come on, then!
Yeah, grow up.
Come on!
Yeah.
Go ahead and smash your head in! I'm gonna smash your head in! Hey!
Shows you how important, Josh, those briefcases are. The tension amongst 2 buddies, maybe former buddies now.
And now we hear the music of the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Can't wait to hear from Lashley after what happened last week, having the gold taken from him, having his championship stolen from him. Conspicuous by its absence is the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
He received a beatdown from the BDC, the Beatdown Clan, in a violent way.
Now, Taz, I'm getting word right now from our producer, Keith Mitchell, that we have a piece of video that Keith would like us to see here on Impact Wrestling. It's all about the BDC, the Beatdown Clan, and the plan that was put together last week by MVP and his Beatdown Clan at the expense of Lashley.
By now, we have made it abundantly clear what the Beatdown Clan is all about. The World Heavyweight Championship has come home. The title belongs to the Beatdown Clan.
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm the champ. The title belongs to me.
It's our responsibility because we're family. This is what we're about.
That ain't me. I ain't about this.
Since we're going our separate ways, let's not leave under hostile terms. It's our responsibility because we're family.
The Beatdown Clan again living up to their name.
You want this title? You want it? You got it.
This may be a message to everyone here in TNA. Don't mess with the BDC.
The World Heavyweight Championship doesn't belong to you, Lashley. It belongs to the beat-down clan.
And those atrocities has had everyone buzzing. It's been a trending topic all week long. And now finally we hear from the World Heavyweight Champion.
Bring me my title. Now.
Champions, all business, not mincing words. I want my title and bring it now. And see, that head was bandaged up, man. That world title, that is Lashley's, was driven right into the skull of Lashley last week. But Kenny King, you don't see a title belt.
Lashley. Do you want to know why you couldn't make it in the BDC? Because you are one ungrateful, unappreciative, ugly some gun. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I can't believe you, man. You out here talking to these idiots like you won that championship on your own. You didn't beat Bobby Roode by yourself. You had help from your family, because that's what we do. But we don't need you no more, man. You ain't family anymore. See, in the BDC, everybody's a potential world champion. Look at us. MVP, Low-Key, Samoa Joe. And even though these idiots out here won't admit it, everybody here knows that Kenny King would be a better world champion than you.
Bring me my title.
You want your title? You still want the title? I tell you what, if you want to fight so bad, bring me a referee, you gonna get your fight.
Let's fight.
But I tell you what, I don't want to wrestle in front of a bunch of jerks that don't appreciate hard work. I want to wrestle in front of people who appreciate me. So if the BDC wouldn't mind joining me down by ringside, I would appreciate it.
This is not going to be a one-on-one match between Kenny King and Lashley.
Well, we don't know that for sure, but you're probably right.
Well, there is the TNA World Heavyweight Championship on the shoulder of MVP. The story on Lashley's face tells the whole story. MVP flanked by, of course, Samoa Joe on our left, Low-Key on our right.
That's got to be burning a hole inside Lashley right now to see another man, nevertheless, MVP, holding your World Heavyweight Championship belt. That is just, that would drive me nuts.
Taz, if you were Lashley here, would you be able to focus on Kenny King, considering all the factors that play on the outside, that your world title is being held by MVP after these guys did what they did last week in beating down Lashley?
I would do exactly what Lashley's about to do, in my opinion, is make an example out of Kenny King. Maybe I spoke too soon now. You see, Lashley is distracted. You know, he got his eyes on the BDC outside ringside there. And, you know, Kenny King's going to take the opportunity to drill Lashley anytime he can because of the distractions.
You take nothing away from Kenny King. He is a former X Division champion. And since formerly coming together, the BDC have not lost a match.
Well, and, you know, Lashley was just, I think there was a lot of blindsiding going on the past couple of weeks amongst these men, including Lashley. I think MVP and his crew, maybe they thought that Lashley was part of it. But Lashley was basically like, no, I'm flying solo. Well, there's the power right there of Lashley.
And Lashley snatching Kenny King out of midair. And Kenny King!
But then we saw MVP last week basically give the kiss of death to Lashley, and the BDC beatdown on Lashley, which brings us to this right now.
And the big conclusion last week, MVP leaving Impact with the TNA World Heavyweight Championship that belongs to Lashley.
You know, you see Kenny King here giving up just a boatload of size and power. Look at that delayed vertical suplex, blood rushing to your brain.
One-handed now.
Power in this guy. Just a hybrid athlete, well documented, is that guy right there, the world champion, Lashley. MMA star, tremendous amateur wrestler, obviously a boatload of credibility as a professional wrestler. He's a world champ, for God's sakes. Size, power, speed, quickness.
And just one of the most intimidating men you'll ever meet is Lashley.
He's focused, though, Josh. You know, Lashley, very focused for a guy who could go into a rage and just destroy everyone in a building.
Kenny King lands on his feet. Oh! Nice move there by Kenny King.
Great job by King. Excellent. Kenny King, very fleet-footed athlete. Tremendous quickness, balance, athleticism. You saw that springboard miss, though.
Lashley with the slam.
Wow.
Sudden impact from the World Heavyweight Champion, and here come the BDC. Said this wouldn't be a one-on-one match, and it's not. It's a 3-on-1 mugging by MVP, Samoa Joe and Low-Ki.
Yeah, Low-Ki and Samoa Joe doing the beating down. MVP watching as he holds a title belt that's not his. As we said, that's Lashley's.
You think you earned this title? You only ever had this title because of me. And if you want this title back, then you gotta take it. But we ain't gonna do it in front of these garbage-ass flat scans. You want it from me? See me on the street. I'll be waiting for you, boy.
So MVP is going to head to the streets of New York City. Doesn't feel that the fans here inside the Manhattan Center are worthy of seeing MVP and the BDC. This is borderline ridiculous at this point. But the night began with Feast or Fire, the match. Robbie E., Rockstar Spud, Austin Aries, and Magnus all secured briefcases. We'll find out their fates later tonight. But coming up next, Knockouts action as former Knockouts champions go one-on-one. Havoc versus Gail Kim. We are back on Friday Night Impact, where moments ago Lashley was closing in on a victory against Kenny King. The BDC would strike. And remember, the beatdown plan still has the hardware, Lashley's world title.
Only ever had this title because of me. And if you want this title back, then you gotta take it. But we ain't gonna do it in front of these garbage-ass flat scans. You want it from me? See me on the street. I'll be waiting for you, boy.
Well, the thing I'm wondering is, will Lashley take the bait? Will he go? Will he look for MVP?
We'll find out later tonight, but it was just a couple of weeks ago that we saw the unexpected and amazing return of one of the most dominant and violent knockouts in Impact history. It was one word. It was awesome.
She is one of the most dominant forces in professional wrestling history. Unrivaled in strength and ferocity. She is Awesome Kong. Her aggression knows no bounds. Whether one-on-one or all-on-one, whoever stands before her will quickly learn she is not one to be trifled with. Few have been able to surmount this mountain, and Awesome Kong's battles with Gail Kim are legendary. Like a freight train of pain, she plows through her opponents and leaves a path of destruction in her wake.
What a force Awesome Kong is here in TNA. Who the hell is going to stop Awesome Kong?
She is to be revered and feared. She is Awesome Kong.
I can't wait, Taz, to see Awesome Kong and Havoc finally go at it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is TNA Knockouts action. Making her way to the ring, this is Havoc!
Look at the size of the former knockout champion, Havoc. Imagine walking into this right here.
Many people
in an alley, a dark alley, or an alley, any kind of alley.
Many people consider Havoc unstoppable. Remember when she lost the Knockouts title, it was Taryn Terrell who pinned Gail Kim in a triple threat match. So Havoc never really lost her championship.
You got to figure she is not happy. She's never happy. She's got that apparatus on her face. got like spikes on it, lights, fans. What is that thing, Josh?
Your descriptors are perfect.
Well, thank you. It's an apparatus for sure.
And now, introducing her opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Gail Kim.
Not only the first Knockouts champion, but Gail Kim also holds the record for the longest reign. Well, never mind. Here we go.
Yeah, no wasted motion. There's a history between these two. And Gail Kim, right there, I think that move, that front kick, she's still high-fiving fans. That's great. That front kick, which made Havoc smash into that guardrail, slow down, level the playing field here.
Yeah, Gail Kim certainly hasn't forgotten about what happened late last year between herself and Havoc, when Havoc really put everyone on notice, slamming Gail Kim on the outside, separating her shoulder. Gail Kim spent some time on the injured reserve list. Gail Kim back and wants retribution on Havoc.
Yes, and Gail Kim,
there's the bell.
Yep, that makes it official once both contenders are in the ring.
Crossbody off the top rope from Gail Kim. Havoc shoulders down and pops free at 2.
How big is Havoc when she kicked out on Gail? Gail couldn't even get off her body.
How big is your collection of Knockouts banners getting at this point?
Got a lot of banners and calendars, but I digress.
Head on over to, well, I need to segue. Okay. Head on over to shoptna.com right now and get the brand new Gail Kim banner, straight from the pages of the popular Knockouts calendar, and you can get that right now.
I was just trying not to be joking. That's what that happened. I'm sorry I didn't help you with the segue. But you see the power, the intensity, the violence right here on Havoc, on arguably one of the best knockouts ever, Gail Kim. I mean, I'm a huge Gail Kim fan. There aren't many better athletes, competitors with the legacy that Gail Kim has built and still going.
Gail Kim was getting into earlier, the longest reign as Knockouts champion, 210 days. She is a 4-time Knockouts champion. And Havoc certainly wants to get back into the mix, wants her championship back.
Look at the size difference from Havoc to Gail Kim. It's just insane, the difference, how massive Havoc is.
I'm sure it's trending worldwide via Twitter. We want you to be a part of the conversation. Follow us via Twitter at Impact Wrestling. And of course, follow the Impact president at TNA Dixie.
Look at Havoc here going to some measures illegal maneuver right here with using her cape or her drapery, whatever that was that she wore in the ring.
It's not drapery.
I don't know the women's fashion industry well, but all I know is it was illegal. And referee Brian Stifler stopped it.
Stifler doing a great job there.
Not really sure if that's his real name, but
Havoc and Gail Kim trading kicks. Usually you wouldn't see Gail Kim come out on the losing end of that exchange.
Look at this bear hug right here. And we've seen that. Why Havoc got
to Gail Kim down and almost out.
A version of what she did, as you referenced earlier, during the summertime, we've seen with this rivalry between these two, we've seen Havoc take Gail and drive her to the outside of the ring with a similar move, but had the armbar.
Had Havoc done a traditional cover there, a lateral press, would she be victorious right now?
I think she might have been, yeah. I think she definitely had Gail down for a win, but, you know, I don't know, Havoc did not go for the proper cover, so to your point, you're basically saying she didn't, and I agree with you. Look at his forearm shots. Look at the forearm shots. The fighting spirit of Gail Kim is just tremendous. Oh, well, God, you see that knee, bro. Running knee to the face. Wow.
Gail Kim down. Gail may be out. She may have, what happens to the eye socket, something like that?
Yeah, you can break an audible bone, a cheekbone. I mean, that's definitely can smash up that whole bone-inch area around your eyeball.
Is Havoc sending a message here to Awesome Kong?
I think
hey,
so.
Kong, look what I can do.
Good point. I think maybe trying to use Gail Kim as a sacrificial lamb, which
I wouldn't blame. I was just about to say I wouldn't blame Stifler if he stopped this match here. But you see Gail Kim with that kick, she still wants to go.
Gail's always fighting. She's always fighting. This is not good here. You see Havoc come to the outside again. It's well documented But she don't care about the rules. She don't care. She'll do whatever she wants to put somebody out. We've seen her put Gail out before.
Havoc ran roughshod over all the knockouts here on Impact. And to your point, Taz, Havoc doesn't care about the rules.
Well, referee Stifler really getting all over her. Uh-oh.
That's grounds for disqualification. You can't put your, good call. You can't put your hands on an official.
That could cost us some money, too. You're definitely going to fine you do stuff like that. You can't do that. But Havoc don't care, man. That's what we're saying. Oh, now what? Oh, no. No. Oh, no! God, I fell.
One way or another, Havoc was going to take out Gail Kim tonight.
Oh, my God. Gail's face, her eye where she ate that knee, that same part of her face driven into the bell. Yeah, her eye looks swelled up, man.
Come on, the match is around. Oh, you heard Havoc say, I'm not done.
We're going to need more than referee Brian Stifler out here to stop Havoc. Gail's not even moving, Josh.
At this point, the competition is over. The match is over. This is bad. It's uncalled for. It's unprofessional.
Uh-oh. We need somebody out there to stop this. Oh, here we go.
Awesome Kong. Havoc in the center of the ring. In the middle of Manhattan. And Havoc not backing down this time.
Here we go, these two big Amazons.
Havoc trying to build some steam.
I love it.
Kong not moving.
Oh!
And there goes Havoc.
No one can do something like that to a woman the size of Havoc except the awesome one, Kong.
Havoc's claim to fame on Impact Wrestling was that she was more dominant, more violent than any other knockout here until Havoc was introduced to Awesome Kong.
Definitely getting under the skin of Havoc. She's not used to being maybe an underdog here.
What a collision course these two are set on. And still to come tonight on Friday Night Impact, a tag team match with pent-up frustration and potential rage. Angle, Rude join forces to take on Eric Young and Low-Ki. Friday Night Impact continues where last week we saw something we thought we'd never see, a challenge laid down from EC3 to JB.
If you're really, truly tough, I have a challenge for you. Next week, Jeremy Borash in a match against EC3.
Fight? I'll fight you. I'll fight you.
You'll fight me? Next week? Challenge accepted.
Will Jeremy Borash regret this decision? JB and EC3 go one-on-one later tonight on Friday Night Impact.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Tijuana, Mexico, Tigre Uno.
Don't blink or you may miss something spectacular from Tigre Uno, who spent a lot of time in AAA down in Mexico before coming to Friday Night Impact.
Tremendous athlete. Guy's a treat to watch.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Revolution from India. This is Koya.
Last week, James Storm warned the world that the power, speed, and destruction of Koya will be unleashed tonight. However, Taz, there's been some backlash for what James Storm is doing. This gentleman's name is Mahabali Shira. He's from Chandigarh, India. However, James Storm is rebranding him, renaming him Koya, which means lost, in Hindi.
Not right. I don't agree with James Storm. I understand Storm has his revolution, and he has his own beat that he runs to. I got it. But you can't be disrespecting this man's his history or where he's from, his native land. You just can't do that. But I guess we have to agree with Storm for us to do our jobs. You know, he's Koya for us to do our jobs. But I don't care what you want to call this man. Look at the size of him, how imposing he is.
And this is the debut match for Koya here on Friday Night Impact. Going a one-on-one with Tigre Uno. So much buzz late last year when Mahabali Shira,
look at that.
Wow, signed with Impact Wrestling.
Talk about inspiring someone. James Storm. Uh-oh. I think we're going to see that big power of Koya we talked about.
Nice fall-away slam there. Taz, last week you said that Koya is going to be a beast here on Friday Night Impact.
Well, yes, I think we might be seeing the beginnings of that. He's got to string together a couple of moves here, but yeah, that remains to be seen. I said it as an overview. We shall see.
Nice springboard missile drop kick there by Tigre Uno, but
oh, look at that.
Not even off his feet in this match. And a victory for the 6'2", near 250-pound Koya.
Koya!
Hit him with what they call a Rydeen bomb, man. That's, in American fans know as a Sky High, which D'Lo Brown made famous. Rydeen bomb, bam, drives the man right through the mat. Very impressive by Koya.
The Revolution getting stronger with Koya taking direction from James Storm.
Matt Hardy! It's duly noted that you have defeated and conquered your personal demons and addictions in your life. But let me tell you something, boy. When you step in the ring with me tonight, I will be one demon that you will not conquer. I am deadlier than any pill you will take and any bottle you drink. You see this? This is the Revolution. And there's always room for one more.
The words of James Storm cut like a knife. Storm pulling no punches. And Mahabali Shira has been renamed. Almost like a baptism here by James Storm, taking Shira, now calling him Koya. Again, it translates to lost. And in Storm's mind, Koya has been found by the Revolution.
So you want to talk about the match?
Nope. No disrespect, Kurt, but I could care less about this tag match. The only thing that I want is Eric Young one-on-one.
Listen, Bobby, I'm not happy about what EY did, okay? But I came back here to wrestle for the same reason as you, for the World Heavyweight title. And MVP and his gang is screwing it up.
Yeah. But I'm the one that got screwed here, Kurt. I was the World Heavyweight Champion, and for the last 2 years, I've dedicated my life to getting that World Heavyweight Championship back, and I finally got it, and in a split second, my best friend took it from me.
Bobby, listen, you're gonna get your hands on EY, I promise. I stepped down from executive director because I could do more good in the trenches. MVP and his gang, they're like a pack of dogs. Okay, they're using their numbers to their advantage. Now, you can either team up with me and we can win this thing, or you can do it alone and you're gonna lose. It's your choice, Bobby.
Angle and Rude have got to get on the same page, and they got to do it quick. Up next, tag team action. Angle, Rude versus Eric Young and Loki.
Welcome back to Friday Night Impact. I've stepped outside the announcer's room. Taz is working on his notes for an upcoming tag team match. You just saw our superb audio technician, Jess, and that tag team match will be happening momentarily. It will be very personal for Eric Young and Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode teams with Kurt Angle. Eric Young will team with Low Key from the BDC. It's very personal due to what happened a couple of weeks ago when Eric Young cost Bobby Roode the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. It was something that no one saw coming, considering that these two have been best friends for nearly 12 years. It went one step further just last week in a no disqualifications match when Eric Young utilized a steel chair and secured a victory over Bobby Roode. And you just heard what Roode had to say moments ago. He wants Eric Young. Bobby Roode desperately wants to get his hands on Eric Young and dish out some violent offense. Will that happen? How will Kurt Angle and Bobby Roode work as a tag team against BDC member Low Key and Eric Young, who has fully aligned himself with the Beatdown Clan? The night began tonight with the match for Feast or Fire. 12 wrestlers competed, 4 left with briefcases. It's not often that you wish congratulations and condolences after a match, but that seems to be the case with Feast or Fire. Austin Aries, Robbie E., Rockstar Spud Magnus all secured briefcases. However, only 3 will get a future championship match. One of these men, sadly, their career will end tonight. They will go home for good. No longer a part of Impact Wrestling, no longer employed by TNA. What's going to happen when we reveal what's inside those 4 briefcases? We find out all together later tonight on Friday Night Impact. I'm going to head back inside the announcer's room and call this tag team match, this very personal tag team match alongside Taz, as Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle team up to take on Low Key and Eric Young.
Spud, we gotta get your thoughts. You got the case. What happens now, Spud? Talk to me.
Oh my God. Like, you know, when I first came to this company, I was nothing but like, I was the chief of staff. I was a gopher. I used to get coffee. I used to do anything for the Carters, and now, like, I said when I won British Boot Camp that I want to be a champion in Impact Wrestling, and holding this, I could be the World Heavyweight Champion, or I could be fired. And you know, after everything EC3's put me through, everything EC3's done to me, and when it's put my friend Jeremy Boras through, and you know what? If I am fired, I'm going to walk straight up to Ethan Carter. I don't care if it's in the middle of the street or in catering. I'm going to punch him square in the face. This could be the biggest moment of my life, or it could be the end of my career. That's Feast or Fired, and that's a gamble I took.
Well, Spud's wheels are spinning. Does he have a future world championship match, or is Spud about to be fired? What's the fate of Robbie? What's the fate of Austin Aries? What's the fate of Magnus after what they did earlier, securing briefcases in Feast or Fire?
His questions will be answered by the end of this evening, so a very interesting way to conclude later on tonight, Friday Night Impact.
And later tonight, Christy Hemme will proceed over the Feast or Fired briefcase reveals. 3 championship opportunities are awarded. 1 man will be fired. An intense situation developing in New York City. As you take a look at the streets here of NYC, where later tonight MVP told Lashley, you want your world title? Come take it from me on the streets. Where's MVP? Where's Lashley? We'll find